Coming to Canada was excited. It was okay, and Canada is a beautiful country, so and nice people, especially at church, and it was a nice experience. At home, my dad is like a pastor, so usually when I had any problem or issue, I just went to him and told him, and he kind of like did all the connection. But now here in Canada, I'm like alone, so that made me like rely more on God. I just believe that like you just talk to God, just try and say something to him, and sometimes I think I hear him reply, but most times I get a confirmation when he replies based on what actually happened. Let's say I think God is telling me that someone is gonna do something nice to you today, and then I get this call, and then my friend offers to give me like some free food or something, and I love food, so yeah, then I'm like, oh yeah, God actually told me that was gonna happen, but I wasn't sure it was him. But now it's evidence, because it's rare for people to actually just come up to you and offer you free food. My relationship with God was okay. I mean, I worshipped him, I tried talking to him. Sometimes I think I heard him reply, and I felt okay in his presence. The major challenge I faced was that I noticed that something was missing. It's like I couldn't feel God around me as usual. Even when I tried to speak in tongues, I didn't like feel the urge to actually say it. So I felt like I'd lost God's presence. Yeah, it was in Peace Tower, right? So like different churches, we all came together, and after like the preacher was done preaching, she told all of us to like come forward, and then Pastor Gabe came up to me and asked me what I wanted him to do for me, and I told him that I think I've lost God's presence and the ability to speak in tongues, because I just don't feel the urge to speak it. And he told me that when God gives you something, he never takes it. So he prayed for me, and he started speaking in tongues and told me to follow along. At first I was just singing, and then before you know it, I was speaking in tongues with him as well. A significant confirmation I got that God had actually was there was that he told me to like pray for this girl that was praying in front of me, but I was shy because I'd never spoken to her before. But then a few minutes later, Graham went and prayed for her. So that just gave me the impression that God sent Graham because I was reluctant to do what he wanted me to do. I talk to him more frequently, and I think I get answers more frequently, and I worship him a lot. A good way to worship him is just like play gospel music and sing along, things like that. I first came to youth, I think it was in 2015. That was like almost 2 years ago. I came with David and Benga, and I mean, it was my first time in Canada too, so I mean, I was shy, I wasn't talking to anyone, but everyone was like really friendly. I can remember that Annika, Benga, and Jada, they all came to me and started talking to me like immediately, and yeah, I got to know them. I got to know a couple of more people like Ryan, Sam, through David and Benga. I got to know most people, so yeah, it was a good experience because I wasn't like isolated or something. Everyone was like really welcoming. I love the worship, and I love the fact that before and after service, you get to like hang out with friends and play, chat, and just talk about like your week to everyone. Yeah, it feels like family. If you have any problems, any issues, speak up. Don't keep it to yourself, because in the Life Center, we're like a family, right? You have like a bunch of leaders, you have people, your friends that you can tell. The first step is to actually step out of your comfort zone and tell someone. When you tell someone something, then yeah, things actually get better, because that person can like follow up on that issue or that problem that's happening in your life.